I'm with Shane Jacks with the jackhammer. Shane, you sent this to me months ago, and it's probably one of the most well balanced blending hammers. But I'm not going to elaborate what I think too much about it. Why did you design this hammer? Last year, let's give a little history too. Last year, you won the Dent Olympics with that hammer, or with the blending hammer, not this one particular. But how do people use it? I think the biggest question is like, how do you use this?
Okay. Blending hammer, the jackhammer that I developed, the reason I developed it, Mike, honestly, was there are a lot of great hammers out there, but the hammers, they didn't all have exactly what I wanted in a hammer. So made a few tweaks to some of the hammers that I liked, and I really, vibrations, I think we talked about this before, vibrations in the panel is huge when you're not just blending, but knocking down crowns, knocking down high spots. It really helps alleviate a lot of pressure inside the panel. So really, blending hammer, I've been telling people all weekend, it's kind of a misnomer, to be honest with you, because it's more of, I call it a dent hammer because I'm doing more than just blending with it. Yeah. This thing is paramount to my repairs. Dent Olympics last year, softening up that, it's a tight dent. It's a fairly deep little dent. So loosening up that dent a little bit even before you begin pushing on it relieves a lot of pressure. When I put my hand on a knockdown, or a tech puts their hand on a knockdown and a hammer, you're taking the vibration out of that panel. I like getting away from the dent on the panel, anchoring my hand. I'm 12, 13 inches away, so there's still a lot of vibration going on in the panel. So that's why I pimp hammers so much. It really works.
Now let's talk about the tips on this. What is the round tip for and the sharp tip for? Why did you choose that setup for this hammer?
The reason I chose that setup, Mike, is the round tip is mainly for blending out rails. I use it to knock down also on crowns. You can also put a different tip on there if you've got a really nasty crown that has a lot of width to it. A little softer tip. This tip, the plastic tip, I will use it to knock down highs, fairly sharp highs. I will use a knockdown every now and then on the sharpest of sharp highs, but this thing I use as a knockdown. It is my knockdown. I can't find my knockdown 90% of the time because I don't use the stupid thing. Right. So, but that's the great thing. Interchangeable tips on both sides. You can vary the weight to your liking. It's a very well balanced hammer, and you can tune it even better to the way you want to.
Great. So, what is there a show price for this hammer, and then there's a regular price from your website, right?
Yes, actually, the price has been $139 up until this point. After this weekend, it'll go to $159. We also have a video that we just finished that goes along with this thing to teach you how to blend. It's $47 this weekend. It will go up to $80 after this weekend for the blending video. Teach you everything you need to know about blending. Okay. Everything I know about blending, anyway.
And where can they find the information about your hammer?
The information about the hammer is blendinghammerpdr.com.
Perfect, Shane. I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Thank you, Mike.